Holy crap,
Hello.
we're back. Woo, look at that.
She's here.
What Jamie just divided on us. What's up, Kat? Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. I'm 20 now. That's crazy.
It's crazy. I remember when you were this big asking me for juice.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now you're all like, yeah, I'm 20, bitch.
Yeah.
Listen, before we jump into this, I got to give out a couple of shout outs and recognition. First one we're going to do today is we're going to give Chris Johnson. He's one of our guys over here on the Antisocial Network, and he makes all of our intros for us. And he's also the host of the Bloody Dreadful Shite Movie podcast, the BDSM podcast. Chris, you are a lunatic. We love you over here. And here's a quick taste of what you can expect.
If I go to therapy, they're going to stop me from being a whore. And I don't want to stop being a whore, so why would I go to therapy? All they're going to do is tell me to stop being a massive dirty whore. Massive dirty whore. Massive dirty whore. Massive dirty whore.
All right. So everybody make sure to check out the Bloody Dreadful Shite Movie podcast. This guy's a lunatic. He takes the worst movies that people tell him, and he finds that silver lining. He likes them. And then he takes popular movies, and he just pisses all in its mouth. It's wonderful. Now, anybody who's watching on any other links, make sure, man, go on over to StreamYard and give them the authorization so you can chat and we can see it, so we can all just kind of, shoot the shit. One last announcement before we get started. Yours truly has pulled off the absolute complete impossibility. Zach Biggins, you couldn't do it. None of you Ghost Chaser fools can do it. But I have done it. I have been contacted from beyond the grave from Dr. Hunter S. Thompson, who wanted to do a show exclusively here on the Antisocial Network. You heard it here first. A fucking ghost is going to be doing a podcast right here following Ghosted.
Wow.
That's pretty rad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now give me my acolytes and move the microphone closer to your facial.
Oh.
Fucking nuts, man. A ghost.
Right. Ghost. All right, you guys suck. Let's move on.
What? Oh, I got distracted by the microphone.
So I think we've overcome last week's problems. We were hoping Casanova was going to join us. Who knows? He still might jump in. But I have been dying. I haven't really watched it yet. I have been dying to watch the, what was that? The monastery or something?
Yeah. Yeah, the monastery.
No, that's right. Bizarre Screams en masse.
Yeah.
I have been dying to watch it, so let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Do it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, Dad. The channel's Bizarre Bub.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's...
El Señor esté con ustedes.
This is your fault, Doug.
Yeah, Dad.
Right
It
at that.
worked in the test runs.
Yeah, it did. It did. I don't. Wow. I don't understand it.
I just want you to know that somehow this is all your fault. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to play a couple other videos. We keep running into this BS. I'm going to have to actually talk to a tech guy here. And if you run into more BS, well, let's just tell some spooky shit we've done.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
then people can come on and say, you guys are either telling the truth or you're full of bullshit.
Yeah, all we got are stories.
That's
We
right.
got our stories. We know what happened.
That's right. All right. Let's see if this video works here.
Kenner presents you.
Oh, damn it.
Well, that's Alien's fault.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. God damn it. All right. Well, then, let's go ahead and try to reach back in our brains Now let's figure out what a couple of our favorite experiences been. You wanna go first, or should I go first?
Well, you know, I talked about, I don't know if you want me to rehash the exploding glass of orange juice I talked about from a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we just did that one. Let's do
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Then there was the lady that I saw is probably around 14 that just walked into my bedroom, and she was in some sort of older, like, white nightgown type thing with really long black hair down to like her waist. And she just walked in and looked out the window and walked out. And this is still in that brand new house in El Dorado Hills that it was brand new when we moved in and shouldn't have anything going on in it, but it did. Had all kinds of crap going on in it. And then years later, you and I kind of sort of faintly saw her at the top of the stairs.
Wasn't no faintly saw. I saw that shit plain as day. All I thought was, oh my God, like there she is.
Yeah.
I've heard about this woman 100 times, and there she is.
And that whole night was fucking crazy because, I mean, Mom and Dad took Eric, my little brother, who's 8 years younger than me, took him to a Cub Scout camping trips. And that night it was storming and everything. And my dad had asked, because you and I were going out on the weekends all the time. I was practically a ghost at the house myself because I was gone so much.
Hey, I see what you did there with a you son of a bitch.
But yeah, I was, you know, my dad said, okay, we're not going to be, we didn't have cell phones back then or nothing. He goes, you know, we're not going to be in range where you can contact us. Please, I don't want you to go out just in case something happens. You can't get a hold of us. So we're going to buy some pizzas for you and Rob. Rob can stay, just watch the house and stay the night at the house and rent some movies. And we did. And then we had a fun time, but then the shit got crazy because the doors are slamming by themselves. And we're like, and first I'm thinking, there's windows open upstairs because it was storming hard outside.
Like hell, yeah.
Thunder and lightning. And then we go upstairs and the doors are open again and the windows are shut. And it's like, what the hell? I mean,
and all those doors slammed at once, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, let's recall this correctly. It wasn't out of the blue because we started getting that bright idea from that show that we watched about, well, let's start antagonizing the ghosts and see if anything comes of it or if that's
Right.
just on Hollywood. So we didn't just start talking trash. We started talking shit.
Yeah. Probably
Look
not
how that
smart.
worked out.
Probably not the smartest thing to do. We're going to mess with shit we don't really know anything about.
Yeah, we got results, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what matters, man. We just started pulling at the thread until something jumped out and told us to knock it off. You know what? Somebody just sent me a suggestion here. Hang on, let me try something. That might be the best idea all day. And if it doesn't work, you know who you are, and I'm blaming it squarely on you.
Not me. Hell no. I just
Why
got
not?
here.
You're as good as them. Why not you? Of course it can be you.
It could be my dad.
It's probably him. I mean, I think we kind of already established it was his fault. So I'm just trying to see if you wanted to help your pops out and take some of the
Yeah.
brunt.
Could be the
All right,
dog's
so I'm
fault.
gonna
You
pull
know?
this off from I moved it to a different style. Let's see if that helps. I will just beat out. Okay. Yep, it's still Doug's fault. I don't know what the hell the problem is.
Look, just because I rendered it in the highest possible video quality to take up the most amount of
The
bits.
most memory, right?
Yes,
Right,
yeah.
Yeah, that's your technical genius going on right there. But that night was crazy though, because I remember it started with just like we thought we heard dishes rattling, and I was like, was it
Yeah.
the dishwasher on? And then we determined that they were actually rattling in the cupboards.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it all started, right? Then the doors slammed, and then we ran upstairs, and they were fucking open again. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounded
Except-
like every single door slammed at once.
Yeah. And I mean, the only door that were already closed was my parents locked the master bedroom doors, and I had the little stupid little stick key thing that you use. And I went in there making sure their windows were shut, and they were. And it was like, okay, there couldn't have been a wind gust under the door, which is dumb. But I was trying to like discount every possible thing. And it's like, okay, well, this is really weird.
Yeah, then
That's the way the mice will play.
sounded like people stomping around in the family room. That's your front door, and
Mm-hmm.
heard people on the stairs. And then you saw the girl at the top of the stairs and called me, and sure as shit, there she was. I mean, we just pretty much gave whoever was there a reason to do something all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Damien Jr.? You got any good ghost stories?
Yeah. I was 14. I went to some friend's house.
Oh God.
Yeah, and so we decided to play the Ouija board.
That's always a good move.
Yeah, it is a very good move. We decided to play it, and there's one time I played it by myself, which is not a good idea to do.
Yeah, I've never
isn't
messed
that
with
like
it.
rule
I've never
number
messed
one,
with
even
one.
on the Milton Brothers blocks? Like, yeah, don't fuck around with this alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've never messed with one, and
We should mess with one right now.
yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
We need that in the new house.
Anyway, go on.
So anyways, and then I played by myself and nothing really happened, and then I was playing with some friends, and then we were just hearing like boom, boom, boom on the other side of the wall, because I was in my friend's bedroom. On the other side of the wall were like all of these picture frames and stuff, and nothing knocked down. We just heard these 3 booms, and we went out to the living room where there was some more friends. We're like, what the hell happened? They're like, I don't know. Like, they had no idea. And I didn't stay the night. I went back to I went back to my dad's, and I told him what happened. He said, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I have a part in this as well. So I'm at home. So she's at the house in the next street over, staying the night and stuff. Well, right around, as it would turn out, right around the same time, she's messing with the Ouija board and heard that boom. At a certain point where, because the wall on my right in our living room, I'm watching TV. On the other side is just, it's the outside, and there's the sidewalk, because we're on the corner of a street in a cul-de-sac. So it goes down to the street, the lawn kind of goes down to the street and sidewalk and all that. Well, all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom! It sounds like someone just slams their body into the wall from the outside, like they just ran up the lawn and boom, slammed into it. And then I went, what the hell was that? And I go outside, and there's no one. I don't see anyone running down the street. I don't see anything. And the area, not the greatest area, but I'm like, what the hell? That was the weirdest thing. And then, not long later, Cass came home, and, oh, yeah, we're messing with the Ouija board, and we heard pounding. And, well, what time? And it was right around the same damn time she heard the pounding. There's a pounding on my wall. What the hell? On the next street over. It's like, okay, this is really weird.
Well, I know exactly what happened. They went from Damien Jr. and traced back to your house, right? Went busting through the wall, made this huge noise, ran in, saw you, and went, oh shit, it's just Doug. Forget it. Everybody go home. It'll work.
Man, we're behind the times. He had a kid.
Yeah, I don't think we ever closed that portal, actually. I don't think we did.
Oh,
Now, that's
good.
really responsible. You definitely should get a Ouija board for your new place.
Yeah, I should. I don't think we ever closed that portal. This weird stuff.
Is that what they literally call it, that in Ouija board opening, or like
Yeah, you have to
It's
say goodbye.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I didn't know they called it a portal.
I just call it a portal. But ever
You want to
since
say a
then,
stupid little poem before you start, like in the movies?
yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, screw that. That's not how we go about it. We just show up, kick a door in and go, yo, who's got something to say to us? And typically, for some reason, they have something to say to us, and they
Yeah.
let us know. I'm gonna move over to the Benetti house.
Oh, yes.
Those of you in El Dorado County may be familiar with this local folklore. Is the Benetti family are meth cookers, and they pretty much run El Dorado County as far as the methamphetamine trade. Now, on that property, they had an old house where Mrs. Benetti lived. Now, apparently, she went out in the wintertime to feed her goats, and some lightning clapped and spooked the goats, and she was trampled to death. Then it snowed that winter, so she was covered in snow for about a month before they figured out she was actually dead.
Wow.
And the family did absolutely nothing with the house, even so far as to leave her old classic Studebaker sitting there that was eventually completely overgrown by a blackberry bush.
Yeah.
And this house was basically falling apart. All of the furniture, all the clothes, the books, the knickknacks, everything was still in there, but this was supposed to be incredibly haunted. So, of course, we got wind of that, and all we had to do was jump a gate and bolt about a half a mile across supposed meth cooker's property to get to this house.
Out in the plain view of the house, the other house on the hilltop. It's like, and there's horses just roaming freely. And I'm like, wow, this is like there's nowhere to even sneak by. There's nothing between the gate and you walk around that bend, and then it's just wide open. And there's the house they live in supposedly up there. And then there's the old effed up house there that we're going to. It's like, hope we don't get shot. You know?
Well, I remember that one time at night we were trying to come back and the gate flew open. A couple of big pickups came in and we found ourselves dick in the dirt hiding.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, we go to this house one particular time in the daytime. Now, every time we went there, something would happen. This day was probably the most pronounced activity because people would go in there and party. So they ended up fucking this woman's house up. But all the things were still there, the old sofas and like what she had she was 4-H or something and had like a plaque of acknowledgement.
Something like that. Yeah. It was, she you could tell that she had some sort of, I don't know. I always got the impression before whatever's going on with her family now, at some point she was kind of prominent and maybe kind of like respected.
Community hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, there's a wraparound deck that goes around this whole house. We had actually, I don't think, ever gone out and explored the outside deck. So we're in the house and we're trying to speak to her to get anything to happen back. The bathroom door, you had to grab and rip over that tile.
Mm-hmm.
And then we tried to close it when we were done seeing what room it was and we couldn't get it closed. It was latched. So we go and we sit on this old sofa that's probably got chlamydia and
Oh God.
Over it. But we're sitting on this couch trying to get a response. And then suddenly that bathroom door just silently swang and slammed shut. Boom. We had the front door closed. The windows weren't broken out. So somebody slammed the door. And we're like, oh my God, that was so cool. Something just happened. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Then we started hearing the banging kind of going on all around us. Through the kitchen, there's a window where part of the wraparound deck was, and we saw a shadow walk by. And we, of course, hit the ground because, oh shit, one of the Benettis are here, and they are going to fucking shoot us. They know we're here. So what do? We go for our trusted bladed weapons that we carried everywhere, like, I don't know, like we were in a fuck. I messed that one. Anyway,
hey, it was us. Remember, it was us. This is us.
So I creep out one side and out the front door to go around, head them off. He goes out the other side. We're gonna come at him from both ends, so we can at least knock him the fuck out and escape, and maybe not get shot. And then we get around on each side, and that whole deck is gone. There is no more deck there. It had completely collapsed.
Yeah, it collapsed, and there was a bunch of junk thrown in there. I mean, there's no way that a person could have quietly and quickly just run right by that window, because they would have been tripping. They would have been clomping on metal junk crap. I mean,
They would
there's
have
just
also had to be 14 feet tall.
well, yeah, but I mean, I'm just thinking like I was just like, there's no way, this is just not possible. Holy shit, what the hell was that?
Slender Man.
Yeah, Slender Man.
Yeah.
But
Slender Man. My daughter used to be terrified of that concept.
she went through a phase. She was obsessed with Slender Man. Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. She.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you want to say of that, but
That's okay.
she
I'll
thought
get into it.
So she was into all the creepypasta stuff and Five
Mhm.
Nights at Freddy's video games and all that stuff. She's a kid after my own heart. She doesn't, apple don't fall far from the tree. So, but this one morning I get her up and I need to take her to her mom's. I'm going to work. And she tells me, "Hey, Dad," because she had a loft bed at the time. So she was like, her bed was like almost at the ceiling. Like she slept in this loft bed thing. And so she goes, "Hey, Dad, I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw Slender Man." And I'm like, "What?" Because I saw Slender Man. I says, "No, you didn't." And because the loft bed had those slat things on those guardrail slat things too. Anyway, she goes, "Yeah, I looked through the slats and I saw Slender Man's head." I went, "No, I will tell you exactly what you saw." In the middle of the room was the light with the big round globe, white globe, and Slender Man's head is supposed to be no face, just a smooth, round, faceless head, bald head. So it's like, so the whole, I told her about the whole pareidolia thing. Like you can, in the dark, you can see like a bunch of things, like a pile of clothes in the corner. It looks like a goblin looking at you like this or whatever. And then you turn on the light and it's just a pile of clothes. I explained that whole. Yeah, like that. I used to see all kinds of shit when I was a kid in the dark because of pareidolia. I mean, I was like really susceptible to that. But anyway, I said, so Cass, you did not see Slender Man in your room. You saw the light in the middle of your, like the light globe in the middle of your thing. And she's like, "I don't know." It's like, Slender Man is a made up story. And then they made a movie about it years later, and we went and saw it. It
That was an interesting movie, yeah.
But
just got a text from one of our viewers and went, "That's your daughter? What the hell happened to you?"
Wow.
Hey, man,
what happened to me?
Those balls around. Yeah, you making fun of you.
What?
What?
And what happened to you, Dad?
No, they mean he's the pretty one. Why is he so much prettier?
Oh,
Are you in fact a woman? But they sent me the rest of their text was saying, "Are you running on wireless?" And I said, "Yeah." And they went, "Well, that's your problem, stupid. Plug in your Ethernet."
Oh, for running the videos.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
we'll
Okay.
do that next week.
Okay.
Thanks, Matt. You're the man. I swear to God, we got to get an IT guy put to work around here. So, you got another good one you want to share? I figure we got about 10 more minutes, and then we'll get the hell up out of here.
Did you, or just you just have the Ouija board?
Oh yeah, there was that one time. Do you remember when you had your Samuel Adams mug?
Another
that was
glass breaking
weird.
story.
was
this was just a few years ago in the house we were living in, just up until recently. I don't know if this was just it was weird. I was standing in the kitchen. I had this big glass mug that said Samuel Adams. I had milk in it, and we're sitting around talking. All of a sudden, the bottom just falls right out.
Like,
I don't know if that was actually a thing, or Sassy thought it was really weird. My wife thought it was really weird that, and she brings it up every so often. I'm not totally convinced about that one. It could have just been a crappy mug, but it's hard to say.
So the bottom of the mug just fell off?
Yeah, it just went, and there was just jagged glass, kind of like I seen in Poltergeist, kind of where it was a thicker glass. It was thicker glass, but I'm like, I mean,
you didn't end up puking up a giant worm, did you?
No,
okay.
that would have cued me into something.
Yeah. Our
But God, jeez, I don't know if I ever did. When that one Wrestle Shoot episode, did I talk about the beads in that house? The strings of beads.
We've talked about the beads so much, I don't know, but this isn't Wrestle Shoot, so fire away.
Okay. Well, yeah. So we first moved in this house in the summer of '88, brand new house. And for the first several years living in this house, we would just find these weird segments of beads, like girls' play jewelry for like a little girl, segments of like 3 to 8 beads. And they would be like clear plastic, and they would either be all green or all blue or yellow, pink, I think maybe some red, but they would just suddenly just kind of appear out of nowhere on the floor. They would just, it's like, we have no idea. We didn't have anyone visit ever that had a little girl with these things, and she just left them all over the place. And they would just suddenly turn up, and we could never figure it out. My parents would try to, explain it away, like maybe a construction worker, maybe the carpet guys had a little girl visiting, and then as we walk, it pushes through the carpet until it makes its way. It's like, well, how is it then? I mean, if that's the case, then why is it that like that one time, the carpet was blue, a very rich blue color, and we're in the front room watching TV, all of us, we're watching a movie, I think. And no one noticed until halfway through the movie, oh, there's a string of yellow beads, very obviously all of a sudden in the middle of the room. In the middle of the dance. It's like none of it. We've all gotten up and gotten things to drink, walked up and put the tape in the VCR. No one noticed the bright yellow beads against the, it's not like blue beads on blue rug. It's yellow. It stands out. All of a sudden, oh, beads. These things would pop up. I was telling another friend one time who stayed in the night about the beads, and then he goes, we're up in the TV room, and he goes, oh, you mean like the ones right over there? And right next to me, oh, there's a string of beads just by the TV. And just, there was that. God, there's so many weird things that went on in that house that just doesn't make sense.
I remember we were just lifting weights out in the garage, cranking that iron, getting ready for our huge pro wrestling careers.
Yes.
And I glanced down underneath that refrigerator and saw the end of those purple beads sticking out, pulled out of a string of like 4 of them.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, look. And I guess they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They just show up.
Yeah. Yeah. It just, it's like,
that's weird.
It's like
this fucking poltergeist. It was happening, man. There was some creepy shit in there. And Eric, he was talking about seeing that little girl a couple times.
Eric and a little girl?
Yeah, he said that he saw like a shadow of a little girl out in your garage.
I don't remember that one.
I remember that one.
Huh.
And you better remember it, goddamn.
No, I don't remember that. I remember I have a story from when I was a little kid. I saw, but that was a whole different thing. It wasn't a shadow. It was, I don't know if this is, I was so little, and I don't even know these people whose house we were visiting, but I saw they had a separate garage from their house, and I was really bored, and I said, well, just go play out front by yourself. Okay. So I'm wandering around, and then in their garage, they had a bunch of junk everywhere. There were no cars in there. And they had an old used toilet sitting there with the seat down. And there's just all this junk. I went in there, and then I just remember talking to this little girl sitting on the toilet, like just using it like a chair. And and she just sat there. We talked. But the weird thing about I was so little, but my memory, it looked like she was plucked out of she had like a 1920s hairdo or something you'd see in the Little Rascals or something, a hairstyle like that, but like in an old long gown, again with the long gowns, like pajamas from that time period. But I didn't know that. That's how I rationalized it as an adult. But back then, I didn't know anything about what was back then. It's just, there's this little girl, and I just remember talking to her, and at one point I made her laugh. And to this day, every so often, this girl just pops up in my head, and I just wonder, was that an actual person, or was that something else? Because again, I can't even remember who the hell these people we were visiting. It was just like, It was one time. We went to this house one time, and I saw that. But again, I just can't. It was well before my brother was born, and I was just by myself, and there that was, and it's weird.
That's
Well,
crazy.
ask him.
What?
Seriously, ask him. Ask him if he remembers a little girl ghost in your old Dorado Hills house. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I will ask him about that. I will
But I'm not
ask him.
wrong, goddammit. Even when I'm wrong, I'm not wrong.
I will ask him about that.
All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Well, I think that we've kind of taken up enough of everybody's time because I don't know why hopefully that Ethernet issue will solve it. I'm going to do a test live run this week. All I'm going to do is bring up a board. I'm going to play some videos and see if they go. And
Yeah.
if they don't, we'll address the problem then.
So is there something about going live that takes up even more memory than just like when we're doing a test run not live?
More
Or-
bandwidth, you.
It will. Okay.
Yeah. But this is a big, badass, super fast-powered, kick-ass machine. So I'm hoping that it's just
Right.
not getting the right kind of speed because we're not Etherneted in. So on that note, son of a bitch, man, the first one we did went flawlessly.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. We went for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to get this wrapped up, and I want you to come back in a little bit over half an hour. We are going to come back with Through the Veil featuring Dr. Thompson. We will make history. We will change the world here at the Antisocial Network today, God damn it, today. Today, we're going to make everything change as they are going to
It's historic.
pierce through the veil and tell us exactly how shitty our world is from their point of view. Very, very excited.
Oh boy.
On that note, Rob Wilds, Doug Damien, Kat Damien hanging out with us on her birthday. And
Happy
she's
birthday.
like,
Love you.
Love you too. Thank you. It's nice being on here.
Not me. Not Doug say
What?
it. Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Nothing.
Oh.
All right, guys.
Right.
See you next week, Kat. Have a great rest of your birthday. Everybody else watching, come on back and we'll see what the ghosts have to say.
See ya.